He said, "What happened?" You want to do it again?
You already hit the live button.
We're live.
Yo, what's so going on? What's going on? We are the Swoop Boys. I go by King K. I got my man with me, affiliated Poppy. Got little bro, which is my guy, Coach Marcus. Y'all already know what it is, man. We come from you live and direct from the Swoop Squad. What's going on? What's going on, fellas?
What's good? What's good?
Squad? We had
It's
a very
Friday.
oh, is it?
For me, it is.
Saturday right now.
Yeah, this is the Do-Rag edition.
Yeah, this is the do pod. This is the do rag cast.
The Do-Rag cast. We have Marcus with the buckle on the back.
We're taking a poll now. Buckle versus the tie.
Buckle
I
versus
want to hear from the chat. Jordan, what's going on, brother? Carl, what's going on? Do you guys like the do-rags with the new do-rags with the buckle, or do you like the old school tie? And also, I need to know cape in or cape tucked.
Are you Superman or you just tuck the joint in?
Nelly was tucking the do-rag back in 03, so I was definitely tucking the do-rag in 02.
I was tucking the I'm tucking the do-rag right now.
Because I just felt like when you wore the cape out under the fitted, it just never looked right.
No, I wasn't a big do-rag with the hat.
However, do-rag with the headband.
Yes.
Talk to him.
Yes. Was definitely there. Definitely there. 2003, 2002. Most definitely.
And if you was nasty like me, you was rocking the two do-rags or the two bands. Like this. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a band-aid under your left eye too?
Nah, I didn't do that.
With the hat tilted to the side. You had the hat tilted.
Yeah, the chingy, or what's my man, the St. Lunatics?
Right there. Oh, the dude, wait, no, the dude to wear the mask?
No, wear the mask.
That wasn't Murphy Lee, was it?
No, Murphy was the one with the dreads.
Yeah, Murphy Lee. Well, they both had dreads.
Nelly, there was an interview Nelly one time said the dude with the mask.
Yeah.
They had to kick him out at some point because he said, some reason he got a big ego and he felt he was the reason that they were so big and the Lunatics were so known.
Wow, he's bugging because nobody knew my man's name.
I don't even know his name. He had to go. He's from the
yo, what up, cuzzo?
Hey, Nelly had to tell him, ain't nobody here to see you, Otis.
Yeah.
Bro, wasn't that whole group on Def Jam Vendetta?
Yes. We're all on Def Jam Vendetta.
Yes.
I used to play with Joe Budden.
That was a dope video game, man. That was a dope. My favorite was Redman. He was my favorite on there.
Redman had a good finishing move.
Yeah.
I always like Ghostface.
Wasn't Ghostface like one of the underbosses or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, he was like hard when you got deeper in the game.
The early 2000s, man. What a time to be alive.
The fact you could pick your girlfriend, Karma Electra, Little Kim, or who were the other selections out there?
Was Vita Guerrero on there? I don't know. I want to say Vita Guerrero.
Oh, that's a throwback right there.
Hey. Vita Guerrero.
That was a throwback.
What's her name?
Buffy the Body.
Buffy the Body.
Buffy the Body. Wow.
Man.
Her face was terrible.
Bro, we saw her on 52nd and Market out there with doing a photo shoot.
Bro, she was so thick she could be on 52nd and 53rd, all while being on Market. Just saying.
Right. So how you fellas feeling about the free agency moves, man?
You see me drinking already. Who we signed? Daniel House?
Yeah. So I guess we'll go with that one first. So we signed Daniel House for 2 years, $8.5 mil.
It's friendly.
I mean, it's a friendly deal. This is my thing about Daniel House. Daniel House he played great with Utah. If he can translate how he played in Utah into Philly, I think he'll work. And it just depends on what type of piece we're going to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to hold on to Tobias? Is he going to? Because Daniel can play the 2, 3. He can play a little 4. He got a little toughness to him. And he's like, I think he's only 6'6". So you know what I mean. You can space him out. You mismatch. Have a little. He can hit threes, and he knows about playoff basketball a little bit, but has some experience. Coach Marcus, how you feel about
it? I like it just because he's gonna come off the bench is what we really need. Somebody who can give us at least 10 to 15 minutes and not be a liability. That's kind of like his role, what he was doing at Utah. Mm-hmm. I think I was looking a little bit back into the info on Daniel House. I think overall his best season was the bubble and the playoffs from what I was seeing.
Why does everybody play so great in the bubble?
Because it was literally rec league basketball. Like
all you hear is sneaker marks, and that was it.
Yeah, like it was bro. No, all right, not for nothing. I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but if you, especially you being a former athlete, if you had, because the bubble was like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like training camp. If you were like away from your wife and your kid for 2-3 months, yes, you will miss them. However, do you understand the form that you would be in from constantly only playing and only be like your only thing on your mind is playing basketball? Like,
hey, but Daniel House was sneaking girls into the hotel. Remember, he was the one who snuck girls.
He is the one. That's right. He is the one that got kicked off.
Yeah,
he got kicked off. Yeah,
that's why he was balling.
You know what? Daniel House might be he might be 6th man of the year now. I like that. Call me Chingy because I like that. I like that. If I was in the bubble, I'd be sneaking them in too. Like, come on, we're Disneyland. Like, what? Like, what did they think? They put a barbershop in there for the fellas. Like, who we getting from?
Bro, they had everything. They had like a little barbershop. They had a lot going on.
They should have made it They should have made it less comfortable. No barbershop. You have to win to get a meal. If you didn't win, no food. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Hunger Games. I wanted to see dudes with the grizzly beard. You know what I'm saying? I wanted LeBron's hair to grow out and have the baldy John showing. Yeah, I wanted all that. That would have been the ultimate bubble right there. Then I would have respected that Lakers title.
Nah, that one always will have an asterisk next to it.
They will always have an asterisk in my opinion.
I had a comment when they tried to say, "Oh, well, what about the year with the lockout?" And I was like, "The lockout, yeah, the season was a little shorter, but it wasn't. It was still a season. This was they had like 2 or 3 months layoff. Then they all go down here and play rec league basketball. Like, it's big asterisk. It's 2 different things. But my only question about Daniel House is why when it seemed like he was playing about 20 minutes, or he averaged about 20 minutes with Utah. Well, because he went to Utah from the Rockets, so he started the year on the Rockets.
He started with the Rockets, went to the Knicks, and then got traded to Utah.
So, because he was only getting about 3 minutes with the Knicks, so he wasn't getting no play with the Knicks then.
Oh, he wasn't getting no burn. But that that's oh my God, what's his name? Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau, yeah.
You know, he once he has a rotation. That's his rotation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Plus the Knicks weren't. Well, they have his stats backwards because they put the Knicks last. Like they put it like the Jazz were in the middle. So when I was reading the stats, so I mean, if he's the same guy that was on the Jazz that was playing about 20 minutes, averaging about 6 points a game, and he was actually shooting 41 from the 3-point line. His field goal percentage was about 46. So I mean, if he's that guy, we got a solid role player. The contract. You know what I'm saying? It's fair. For sure. Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, Marcus, I think we got a guy who's going to play 8 to 12 minutes a game rotationally, and he'll be good. And it sounds like he might not get ran off the floor in the playoffs. So, you know, that'd be good.
Hey, you hit every key point on that one. And to piggyback off what both of you guys said, he's a role player. I basically, I'm just waiting to see the finished product of the team and what's gonna go. Like I said, what's gonna happen here. I personally believe that we need more guard, perimeter guys be able to shoot the three, create some space, create a shot on their own. I know Milton, he has a little bit of that. He'll give us that. And he's also a tough player. And the makeup of this team, man, they're trying to get tough. And I like that. And speaking of toughness, I guess we'll just go into the second segment. Hold on. Let's see what he said. Carl said, I miss football. Hey, I miss football too.
Hey, we're in the championship Saturday.
Go hey,
hey,
that's a congrats, bro.
So, TD.
Yeah, man. So, speaking of the next, and we'll talk about toughness in the next segment. We're gonna talk a little bit about your man. I'm gonna let.
I'm walking into if this is legitimately happening, I just feel like I need to walk into the ocean.
Well, I mean, it already happened, right? I mean,
it sounded like it was multiple reasons behind his signing because what was the wording? It's a business venture out here for him.
Mm-hmm. So the 76ers have agreed to terms with 37-year-old PJ Tucker for 3 years and worth $33.7 million.
Fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed.
So he'll be my age. He'll be 40, 41. Whatever it's said and done. I'm PJ Tucker, man. He's somebody that keeps his body in shape. He spends a lot of money on shoes and his body as well. It takes care of his body a lot. Reek, I'm gonna let you go, man, because you look disappointed in this. We got the sneaker king in Philly.
I mean, he'll be happy because he'll get to go to Push's. He'll get to go shop at King Push's store.
You know thanks. Yo, go to King Pressure. Go to King Pressure, Cherry Hill. You know what I mean? He'll be up all in there. You know what I mean?
You could definitely go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Get some of that high end shopping done. You know, that'll be cool. You just said it's because of a business deal, more or less. So really, he's there for. Really, there's other reasons they're bringing him there, and the basketball is secondary.
I don't know if it's like that. Like I said, he likes to play. He likes to play basketball. I think this is a move because this is James Harden's close friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brings toughness to the court. He's going to guard your best player on the opposite or the opposite team. He's going to provide a little bit of three in the corners. The only thing I have an issue with, man, 37 years old and fully guaranteed, like, good for him. Whoever his agent is, man, you got a raise. Wow.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, 37 years old.
So he negotiated.
Hey, what up? What up, yo? So I hate to break this up. I had to check on JC because he's a Nets fan. I had to check on him, and I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, got that.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, bro. Like, yo, you good? He said, whoever I get, for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, I'll be fine. And I was like, all right, yeah, man. Like, you sound like, you sound like you got this together. But in the long haul, as us as Sixers fans, we all like this.
Yes, sir.
Yo, because your
friends are tiny story
down, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna just say this about the PJ Tucker. Well, first off, I seen a meme and it said Ben Simmons texted Kyrie, "Now it's me and your team. Now let's run it." And then Kyrie responded with, "I'm retiring."
Yo, Jay. Reed, can you read JC's comment?
I will, because I fully agree with it. PJ doesn't move the needle for the Sixers, especially when the Bucks signed Ingles, a 3-point shooting threat, on top of resigning their own players. Exactly. And let's not forget, the Bucks let PJ walk. So they let PJ go ahead and move him and his little sneaker collection down to South Beach. You know what I'm saying? after he won a title with them. So clearly he didn't move the needle for them. He's not going to move the needle for us. If anything, it just clogged up the cap even more. Especially, this is my big problem, and this goes to a bigger issue I'm kind of looking at, is Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey. I feel like he's playing the run it back card right now. Mm-hmm. And I like Daryl Morey a lot, but I feel like he's getting the band back together. He already brought Harden. He already brought Harden over last season. We thought he was the same guy. He wasn't. Now he's bringing in PJ Tucker, signing him off the street, the old Rockets gang. And I don't know if anybody's aware of this, but the cat we just traded for in the draft, what was the homeboy's name?
Milton.
Well, apparently Daryl drafted him in the Rockets. He traded him before the season started, but he did draft him. So it's just like, bro, like you seem like you're trying to get the band back together. It didn't work there. So why do you think it's going to work in Philadelphia?
And then on top of that, man, it's been rumor reports that they are looking at trading for Eric Gordon. At this point, we might as well go ahead and then mix both of our damn logos like this.
Exactly.
Let's go ahead and mix it up, B. You know what I'm saying? Like we over here looking like the 76er Rockets.
At this point, we might as well let the 76th man, the old man that sits on the end of the bench, we might as well let him sign. As old as this team is looking, Eric Gordon's 33, PJ Tucker is about to be 40.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, damn, bro. Harden is what, 33, 34?
Harden is 32. So here's the age. So PJ is 37. Daniel House is 29. Harden is 32. Tobias is 29. Embiid is 28. D'Anthony Milton is 24. And then we still got
then you got Maxey.
Then we got Korsma at 24, Thibault at 25, Niang is 29, Maxey's 21. Then Jaden Springer's 19, Shake Milton 25, Paul Reed's 23, Isaiah Joe 23, and then we got Basie at 21 and Charlie Brown at 25.
Yeah, all those guys are currently playing for the Colts down in Delaware, or over in Delaware, I should say.
Yep.
We're hoping to see improvements from Basie. Basie could be good. Charlie Brown, we saw a little bit of him, very streaky player. I don't have too much hope in Charlie Brown. I mean, but we did
putting
see
that on coaching.
Spence, I have a lot. Oh, Spence actually comes in here. I'll be
Springer. I got hope in Springer. I think Springer can come in and do something. Whatchamacallit that I had mentioned that he's going to be coming back.
B-Ball Paul. I want B-Ball Paul.
Well, we already see what B-Ball Paul is. We know that's happening.
He better play. He better. But that's the issue with me with Doc, man. He never wants to play young players. And like we just signed it. Was it Tyrese?
Trevelyan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Trevelyan Queen.
I like him. Like he scored like 44 points in like what back-to-back games or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's the blue coats, so I take it with a grain of salt. These aren't NBA players; these are guys that are.
Yeah, that's fine and all, but it's a development league.
Oh, exactly.
You gotta give guys a chance.
Why would you go out and trade for Kyrie? Honest truth, hell no, I wouldn't trade for Kyrie. Why would you trade for Kyrie? I'm sorry, JC. You don't even want Kyrie. We don't want Kyrie. That dude, he's nah. So much talent, he's just not going to get it done though. It's sad.
No.
It's really sad to see how he's spoiling his career. Oh, I didn't even see the other comment. He says Sixers is the new Rockets, but older and slower. Exactly. Y'all better hope Embiid can stay healthy again. Yeah, this year like he did last year, or else it'll be Rockets 1.0, slower and old. No, I 100% agree with it. I mean, we're only getting older. It's like that. It was like the year when the Eagles, everyone kept saying we had to get younger and faster. Well, we know that this team is already slow. We're only adding older guys. So, I mean, you saw the clunky, slow basketball that was playing, and it led to turnovers, and it led to us not being able to get on guys defensively. Well, we're only doubling down on that now.
Most definitely. I don't know, man. I'm like I said, I think I read the room. I'm not devastated. I was just wishing that we go after young players. I mean, the whole situation with what's that bull that just signed with England? Is English? What's his Eagles?
Eagles.
Yeah, when he signed with the Bucks, I'm not too worried about that. He just came from off an ACL injury. He's slow anyway. And on defense is a liability. I feel like I said, I just feel like they're trying to get tougher and scrappier because look at both teams. Look at both teams that are ahead of us. The Miami Heat, they're scrappy, tough. Boston Celtics, scrappy,
and pretty
tough.
young.
Yeah, they are young. They are young.
He's
But
pretty young.
But Tatum, I don't know what happened to Tatum, man. I don't know what happened to Tatum in the finals, man. I don't know if he got abducted by aliens. I don't know what it was, but Jaylen Brown was the one that stepped up and was like, yo, this is my time to shine. Tatum,
I mean, they were a one-dimensional team going up against champions that have been here before. They're used to doing it. So once look, I mean, the first couple games were very fun and very competitive, but it's like we said on the pod after. It's like once you come up against, the team that's been there before, that veteran, that's what that veteran shit really matters. You know what I'm saying? Them guys, I bet you there wasn't one game that they lost that they went in that locker room with their heads dipped down or worried about like, damn, is this it for us? Like, I bet you if anything, like they went to dinner, had something nice to eat, maybe a glass of wine, and said, we got a next game. And then they did it. So when you got, and then, and granted, Boston, hell of a series, hell of a season because they didn't look like they were going to do it in the beginning. Al Horford, I don't even remember what happened to him after the third game. So
I don't either. You know what's crazy about Boston? They were talking about at one point, they were talking about a trading deadline in February that separate them, Jason and Jalen. They were like, yo, you need to separate them and then move on with the keys with Jason and what's the other young bulls over there? Marcus Smart.
Yeah, because they were saying you can't have two of the same
player.
Yeah,
they were saying you can't have two of the same player, and they proved them people wrong, man, because I feel like Brown's a two-way player. He can play defense and offense is automatic. He knows how to get to his spots. He knows what he wants to do with the ball. Sometimes though he does do a lot of bonehead turnovers, but hey man, you live and you learn, right? And then you move on to the next play. But I feel like Boston. I feel like Boston's like one piece away from actually like being legit and okay, they're going to be the king of the East. And I can't stand Boston. I'm not going to say that.
Well, I actually was having. Sorry, Marcus. I'll let you go after this real quick.
No, go ahead.
My brother actually having a whole convo about the Tatum Brown pairing, and it's crazy, right? So when you see them, clearly both of these dudes can ball. Both of these dudes potentially can run an offense, but it's so weird. They just do not feed off of each other, and it's almost like they don't play together. Like when you look at a Steph and Clay, they clearly feed off of each other and they clearly play together. Now, when you see in Tatum and Brown, it's like, it just looks so like, it's weird. It's almost like the other doesn't see the other on the court.
Yeah.
Like, am I wrong with that?
No. I totally agree with you. I feel like they go, okay, you go one-on-one, we go, and then I'll go, you go, or wherever it's hot. Okay, you go. Just keep, because you got the hot hand, so you just keep on going.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not good basketball. That's not good basketball. That is somewhere like the Tommy Rudovanovic, those days with Houston Rockets when they had Pippen, Chuck, and a young Catino Mobley. Like that was okay, but that was like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was okay back, and that's like 90s basketball. Now today, you can go ahead and cook. But if you're like in the slump and you're not doing too well, and like, yo, you got to get as a former college basketball player, you got to get your teammates involved. If you don't get your teammates involved, man, you're not going to go that far. The only thing I said, the only reason why the Celtics made it so far in the finals is because they're scrappy, they play great defense, and they have and their bigs. Especially Robert Williams, man, that dude, like he's a jumping pogo stick, you know what I mean? And he had a torn meniscus. He was still out there giving it all, and great coaching, you know what I'm saying? So that was, I feel like that's the reason how they got where they got, and they made adjustments at times. But a lot of the times, though, man, it was more like, okay, you go, okay, I go, And then Marcus Smart, he was a little bit of spark plug in there, here and there, whatever. But, I think Marcus Smart had something that, remember, I want to say here at the beginning of the season, he was like, at times, I'm literally just sitting in the corner watching them go one-on-one or go 1-on-4 with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy,
nuts, man. All right, Coach, I'm bad, Coach. Go ahead.
Like what JC was saying though, that comes back to coach and to the management. They gotta establish within the roster who's the one, because like JC's saying, you got both Jaylen Brown and Tatum playing like they're the number one, and obviously that's showing there's no clear roles designated within the roster. So. I can't remember the coach, Udoka, but he got a
Brett Brown's assistant coach.
And Brent Brown went back to San Antonio.
Yeah, he sure did. He signed today
to tank for San Antonio.
He's like, I'm trying to tell Rico that. I'm like, bro, Brett Brown is a great tank coach.
I didn't say he wasn't. I'm saying.
No. But you had a great point, though. You had a great point about Brett Brown. He did have a little bit of a hand in the development in Embiid, but Embiid and a tiny inkling of with Simmons.
They told him, this is the plan. Don't fuck this up. Just make sure these guys learn the game. Yeah. But don't get to it. He lasted exactly how he was supposed to. And once we got to the point where, like you see, like the thing about the process is the team arrived about a year or two ahead of schedule, because that first season where Ben and Joe first got to play and we ended up winning like 50 games, and no one thought that was going to happen. So it was kind of like, oh shit, we're in the playoffs all of a sudden. So it's like they kind of arrived, and it's like, oh, we got to start building now. It's time to start getting the necessary pieces around.
Was that 2017 or 2016?
That had to be 2018.
18.
That was 18.
And Brent Brown's like, hey, the script didn't – this wasn't in the book y'all gave me on how to run the team. So what do y'all want me to do? I don't know what to do from here.
So they said, just keep coaching. We're going to figure this out. But what I did say before you hopped on, and as I said, Brett Brown, under Brett, neither Joe nor Ben got worse. They didn't degress. They did both grow as players. Like Brent's free throw percentage got better the first 3 years. It wasn't until the fourth year it started plateauing and then got worse out of nowhere. Yeah. And then Embiid, obviously we see where he started and where he is now. I mean,
he was so raw. Now he's an MVP caliber player, Yep. You want to go ahead and read that?
Yeah. Anyways, y'all going to get the Eagles open practice. I'm going to finally. I have a VIP on the field passes, so I will definitely be there. Can't wait. August 7th.
Man, I wish.
It's hard to get back on. We're all trying to make the home opener right now. So
yeah, I think three of us are already at the home opener. We gotta wait on Mr. Walker, because he married. Gotta sign. Wife, you gotta sign that permission slip. You know what I'm saying?
Don't man like that.
It's not even on the wife.
Hey, my wife didn't sign it. My wife said, "I'm coming. I'm going with."
Don't make her take the buckle off and whoop you, man. Don't do that.
It's not even on the wife. I'm waiting on Uncle Sam, man. I'm waiting for these papers.
He said, "I'm waiting on Uncle Sam." I hear that. Hey, I'm married, bro, so I feel your pain. I know what you go through.
Hey, you know what they say about us, hurry up and wait.
Right? That's no, man, that's dope. I don't know if you even what's that? August 7th.
Oh, so since we are talking about the birds, real quick, how'd y'all feel about that Jalen Hurts news? So, hey, JC, I don't know if you know this, but Gardner Minshew is about to make more. He's currently right now, as both of their salaries are constructed, Gardner Minshew is set to make more than double Jalen Hurts' salary as the backup.
How much is of a difference is it?
It's like 1.4 million, something like that. Because Gardner's going to see like 2.5 or 2.6, and Hurts is supposed to get 1.2 or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not
As
crazy.
we wait,
At the end of the day,
What that John is.
at the end of the day, though, I would like my backup QB to be on the bench with a nice little check. So when it is time for him to get on that field, he ain't talking about I ain't getting paid for this shit. Nah. Y'all want me to do what?
Y'all got me messed up.
The starter went down, and what you want me to drive and win?
That's funny.
Like William Beeman.
Facts. All right, so now I want to play a little bit of scenario game. I want to go into now we have House, now we have Tucker. All right, so now I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate. We already ruled out Kyrie. We don't want Kyrie here.
Yeah, no.
That's already. I don't want him. Definitely don't want that cat. So hold on, I'm waiting to get it up real quick. So, wrong one. But, sorry, that's the wrong one. But I didn't mean to put that up. Sorry, JC. Sorry. My bad, bro. Hold up. All right, he's trying to get remote with it.
That's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good take.
I rock with that. I rock with that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Minshew, I believe, will be traded before the season starts because knocked on him on wood injury. I don't think we're going to trade him before. I think we're going to keep him through the season, and then they're going to go ahead and
this is the best.
Then they're going to go ahead and let him walk because I think he's going to actually. I think he's going to. I think he's. This is the thing. This is the reason I brought up in the first place. And I'm gonna send this to you real quick because I do want you to put this up, King. Hold on, because this goes perfect. I think this is Gardner Minshew's future right here.
Woo! Bronson got 104 from the Knicks.
Well, remember that was Dallas was offering 106 or 105.
And he probably wanted his dad. His dad is assistant coach.
I just sent that to the group chat. And you can post that real quick for me.
All right. Oh my God! Oh God! Really?
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy, bro. I
think this is Gardner Minshew. Wait for the picture, but I think Gardner Minshew is literally going to be the next Chase Daniels of the NFL.
Just collecting checks.
Just literally, because I don't think we all know he's not a starter. The NFL knows he's not a starter. But what the NFL also knows is he's a lot of fun to watch when he is there, and the guy can win you a couple games. So literally, I think he's going to be leaving the Eagles this offseason, and how he's going to play the comp pick game with him.
Oh, Howie's definitely playing the comp pick with him.
Which is why I don't think we're going to trade him.
I'm trying to think situation-wise, where could he go?
Well, yeah. I want you to put the earnings. That's why I put this. You guys. The earnings is he's number 61st overall or 62nd overall time, and getting paid is crazy. He's just literally he's played 6 starts or something like that. Something crazy.
He started 5 games in 13 years and made over $41 million.
Still just sitting behind. And you look at who he's sat behind, it's like, bro, you've had really great quarterbacks you just sat behind. So it's like you were literally the most expensive insurance policy the NFL has ever seen.
What do you make, like $9 million? He made $9 million off us.
Well, off us, yeah. He was getting paid like $9 million a year.
Just to hold a clipboard.
Just to hold.
And that was all Doug Peterson. That was all Doug Peterson. He was like, he was the offense and everything.
But the craziest thing about it is he had big I want a chance energy. Like he knew he was never getting a chance.
Bro, it's crazy to me because
he made most of his money in New Orleans though because he sat behind Drew Brees for so long. But then I guess the reason he decided he would leave there is because he thought maybe he could come to Philly. But then you knew he had a young quarterback, so why would you think you had a chance there? Like I just don't know. And now you're back. Now you're in Los Angeles backing up
another young quarterback who you know you're not going to compete.
Yeah, but I'm in LA though, so I don't gotta worry about weather.
Yeah,
You know, it's different if I'm backing up a young quarterback and it's damn 32 degrees and I'm
but
holding the clipboard.
how good could Chase Daniels really be right now that he just keeps getting these checks?
Hey, he was good at
Hey.
Mizzou because you know he had that boy Macklin throwing to him. He was throwing to.
Yeah,
It's like this though with Chase Daniel. For some reason, the pitcher is not coming up, but we already know it. What was that? How much was it?
41 mil.
41.
How much he
41
made
mil.
over 13 years?
Nuts. I need to be a
Yeah,
backup.
41 million earning. No, yeah, he will surpass 41 million this year.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
You know what I think it is, bro? You know what? Do you know what I think we got going on here? Is did you ever win a race or did you ever get in a fight with somebody and you kind of didn't think you were supposed to win the fight or the race, but you did, and then like they were like, "Yo, you gotta race me again," but you in your head you was like, "No," you were like, "I'm just never gonna race again." So like the legend is, I won that race, so no one can ever say like whenever anyone brings it up, they'll be like, "Well, he did beat such
urban legend." So now you're the urban legend.
Yeah, so like you said, he was looking good throwing it to Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And so like like Chase is literally on the side of the field, like, "Yo, if y'all need me, I can light it up." And they like, "Nah, you good." He's like, "All right, nah. So then when things look at that, he might really be in the back, like, "You know what I do with it? Y'all don't want to put me in though, so whatever."
Right. You know what's crazy though? Around that time, that was such a weird vibe being an Eagles fan because we started all over. Remember, that was a fresh rebuild. We had Michael Vick, and then Michael Vick was gone. And then after that, we had Nick Foles, right? And then Nick Foles is gone. And then we got Sam Bradford. Sam Sleeves. And then Bradford, I've never been so like I want to say frustrated with Sam Bradford. It was like, dude, this dude sucks. like he sucks, man. And then he's like, and then Chip Kelly was like trying to train us, like trying to feed us him, like, I'm telling you, he can make every throw. He can do this. He can do that. That was his biggest thing. He can make every throw. He was terrible. I couldn't stand him. And then Chip gets fired, right? And then here comes Howie, and Howie just
out of the basement and finessed everybody.
It was just insane. It was crazy to be an Eagle fan because you went year by year, didn't know who your quarterback was going to be. And then we got Carson Wentz.
Here we are, 2022, and it's still the same thing.
Hey, but we had a Super Bowl after that. Sammy Sleeves kind of gave us a ring.
Sam led us to the Sam and
Howie.
Howie came out
that closet. Howie came out that closet like that. Remember that thing when the Undertaker entered the ring? Who was it who was laying on the ground? And then it was like the lights turned off, and then all of a sudden Undertaker was laying on the ground, and then he stood up.
And he woke up.
Yeah, grabbed him by the neck. That's how Howie came out the closet.
That shit was funny.
I'm back.
So Jason said the Sixers are fourth best in the East.
Yeah.
Miami.
I think so. This is the thing: the Celtics. We haven't. Celtics made
my bad, bro. I didn't even mean to put that up there. I clicked the wrong picture. My fault. But he did, Berg. He did kind of blame the franchise.
LeBron should have at least 1 or 2 more rings. I mean, we're not going to act like that's not a thing.
Brunson, yeah. There was a lot of players that got overpaid this year, bro. Dart got overpaid. He got like a 90 mil from OKC.
Hey, he earned that though.
He ain't worth no 87 mil though, B.
Well, think about it. OKC got the cap space to overpay.
Yeah, they got big money.
Ooh. Yeah.
And they probably still like 50 mil under the cap.
Yeah, because they're tanking it. They got this now they're like, oh, we got the Slim Towers.
They got sugar daddy money. OKC got sugar daddy money. I'm willing to spend it, baby. Come here. Let me take you on a date.
I'm just looking forward to this season for them because their whole front office don't like this year's City Edition at all.
Oh yeah. Remember
because they can't do the Tulsa jerseys this year.
First year when Bradford had us all hyped for 2 seconds. Oh, he did have us hyped, and that was he threw that touchdown to Miles Austin. He threw. Oh, we was like, Eagles don't need a wide receiver. Oh man, the joke was on us.
Why do we go get Miles Austin, bro? Like,
I have no clue, bro. And that was around the time I said no more former Dallas Cowboys
interdivision players.
Yeah, man, I was done. I was like, none of that. No more of that. No more. No.
I heard Harden signing a 2-year $100 million with the Sixers. That's true.
No,
it probably is, man.
Damn.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be like a 3-year. It's gonna be 3-year, like one. It's gonna be like 75 to 80 because he's gonna get 35 to 30 mil. He's trying to
turn down to 47 if that. Well, they first off they haven't met yet. They said it's happening. That I know that's cap because the report is that they're supposed to sit down this weekend over
this weekend.
Yeah. I think it's going to be 30 to 35 because we're 5.6 over the cap or over luxury tax. So he's going to take a lesser so we can get more players.
It's going to come down to what we do with Toby, man. That's the real thing.
I don't think they're going to be able to trade him, bro.
I don't think we're going to be able to move him either. Just like what I stated,
we'll be able to trade Toby, bro.
On the deal, and it's getting like 25. You're getting like almost 30 a year.
So that's your boy. That's your boy. So you go ahead and upgrade on your boy. I know that's your boy.
Toby?
Yeah.
He's my boy.
I thought that was your boy.
I mean, I liked how he was playing in the playoffs. I wouldn't say I was buying him a drink afterwards. I'm not offering him first reach around or nothing.
You not gonna buy him a Michelob Ultra?
So as of now,
Tobias like he drinks Michelob Ultras, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Marks and stuff like.
Nothing wrong with Michelob Ultras, man.
I didn't say there was, but I just said Tobias look like he drink them. So
I was gonna say Truly's is what Tobias look like he drinks.
What are those things called? The Angry Orchards. Tobias will have an angry. He'd like Tobias the kind of guy to say, you know what, F it. I'm gonna get a little loose tonight and be like, oh, word? Let me get an Angry Orchard.
No, I'm gonna wild out tonight. I'm gonna wild out tonight.
No.
Shotty orders a Washington Red Apple.
No, a martini.
I'm wilding out tonight.
Rico, you had it perfect. You had it perfect the first time. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and get loose.
I'm gonna get wild.
So, Tobias is slotted to make this season 37.6 mil and then 39.2 mil next season.
Audacity,
bro. 39? Oh my god, bro.
Like, it's so disrespectful that this dude is getting that money, bro.
The reject of J. Cole, he's out here just robbing us.
Wow.
I think the neighbors can sell it.
That's crazy. He's 39 mil next year.
Yeah, 39.2.
You know what?
It's just so weird around the contract.
Go ahead and play the song. Go ahead.
Play the freaking song.
Whole family got loose to that one just now.
as he sip his Angry Orchard.
Yeah. Tobias does the Carlton dance when he gets a little tipsy.
I usually don't do this.
JC said every team is waiting until KD is traded. Really going to start making some moves. I think Tobias will get traded.
Wait, okay. So did we get any communication on what you had posted, Marcus, about that rookie contract thing? Because I've never heard that before.
I've never heard of that either, and that's what makes it interesting.
That's what I was about to get to. So this is how it goes. So with that rookie contract extension, you only can have 2 on your roster. Unfortunately, they cannot make that trade with Devin Booker because Devin Booker just signed his extension. He was drafted to that team. It cannot be a trade. It can be a sign. So as a free agent, he signs with the team. So for instance, Kevin Durant can go to Miami.
Yeah.
But Abayo
can't be part of that trade.
Cannot be a part of that trade. Neither can Devin Booker. He cannot be a part of that trade either. So like both teams that he wants to go to is going to make it. It's just going to make it so lopsided. I don't think they're going to even make this trade. To be honest with you, if they do make this, if they like, for instance, the Suns, the trade that you said about, I think it was the 3-team. So Sixers. That I think that will work. I think that will work. So you will have the Sixers, Phoenix Suns, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Suns will get Kevin Durant along with Tobias, correct?
Hold on. Let me see about.
Yeah, let Marcus put it up. Marcus,
yeah, let him break that down.
Go ahead, coach. You got it.
Bro, because if I could find it, this group chat was so lit.
Bro, we was going hand on it. That's what I was saying, bro.
I'm gonna start selling invites to the group chat for $59.99 a month.
Was this before? Oh, I got it. So Philly would get Dario Saric. Welcome back to Philly. Markel Bridges. Welcome back home. Yep. And Cam Johnson. I'm cool with that. KD would go to the Phoenix Suns and Tobias, Thiago, Forkin, and a Crowder. And then Phoenix will get the 24th first round pick from Brooklyn.
No, Brooklyn will get the 20. Brooklyn would get Phoenix's first round draft pick for next year.
Okay, but then who would get? What would Brooklyn get?
Brooklyn still has our 24th pick.
Brooklyn would get the 20. They would get the first round draft pick from 2024 from Phoenix. They would get Phoenix's 2024 first round draft pick. They would get they're getting Tobias. They're getting hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
They would get Tobias. I thought you said Tobias.
No, hold on, I'm pulling it up right
so
now.
Tobias will go to Brooklyn and Matisse Thybulle will go to Brooklyn?
I think it was saying Tease would go to Phoenix.
Okay, here it is. So don't we get Dario Bridges and Cam Johnson? They get to Philly. KD to Phoenix, and KD goes to Phoenix like he wants. Tobias, Tease, Furkan Korkmaz, James Crowder, and Phoenix's 2024 number 1 draft pick goes to Brooklyn. Everybody wins.
I think that would be fair. You're gonna have for him to either go to either team, you're gonna have to add a third team.
Yeah.
Regardless. You're not gonna, because if you was on some real, if I'm Sean Marks, I'm like, yo, I want Devin Booker. You're giving me Devin Booker, or you go to the Heat. I mean, I don't want Tyler Hero.
Phoenix,
I don't want Duncan Robinson.
Let's keep it a bean.
Phoenix, I don't want none of them cats. Like Phoenix, he's not going to Miami. He's not going to.
You know, even though he doesn't claim it, Devin Booker's half Mexican, so he's playing in Phoenix.
I thought he was half white. Half black.
Wow, you half Mexican. You just don't be repping that shit, man. That's why it's crazy. Like homeboy.
Technically, he is half white because Mexican's not a race; it's an ethnicity.
True. Well, it's a whole country. So
when you put race, you gotta put white. And then when it asks what your ethnicity is, then you put Hispanic or not Hispanic.
Yeah, he's half.
So Rico, technically you're white.
I am white. I put white on all my ethnicity.
No, he's not. I
put white
on the application. He is. On the application,
if you are hearing this, I'm white.
That's funny.
I have too many exotics around me. I'm white.
So we're gonna hear from a Brooklyn Nets fan. You know what, JC, I want you to come in.
Are you
free? Because I want to make sure he's okay tonight.
Yeah, I want to make sure you're good, man. Can you come on? I'll send you the link.
He said, "Give him Barnes, Pascal, Van Fleet, And four first round.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn. Highway robbery, bro.
Just saying.
There's only 3 races, by the way.
That's right. I'm white.
Are you free? Are you free, Jason?
Pull up, JC.
Yeah, pull up. Pull up. Yeah.
Because JC's part of that Hard Sports Network, right?
No. I don't think so.
It's so many content creators I'm trying to keep up with. But hey, on the other note, I found me a fan club in Houston. So there's a Eagles like fan club out there.
Oh,
where?
That's what's up.
Wait, where are you right now? You still in Oklahoma?
I'm still in Oklahoma, so I'm doing the whole little commute back and forth every other weekend.
Oh,
So
I remember those days.
$100 on gas because luckily my car can go about 6-7 hours on a full tank.
Yeah, just stop by. Oh, that's what's up. We appreciate you. I was going to invite you on. Yeah, he's on his own network. He does his own thing.
But what was you about to say, Tim, before we digress?
Oh my goodness, you made me forget.
Man, JC watching us in bed, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Ooh, feel a little special.
You made me forget.
JC in the bed like this with the phone under the cover.
Nah, it's sitting on his stomach.
Yo, cool, man.
He got it on a pillow
love,
like this.
man.
You got on the pillow next to him like
love.
this.
He's showing us some love, man. Leave my man's alone. Showing us some love.
Hey, man, it's all jokes. We all know it. You got the volume. Hey, JC, you got the volume up so your wife don't be like, what are you watching? I'm trying to go to sleep.
Nah, he got the headphones in. So.
You got the one earbud in. Yo, wait, one time.
You gotta turn down the brightness on the phone.
One time when Lex was really, really little, he was still in the crib and stuff. But you know how when they're in the room, you listen for them to cry. But I don't know why I had one earbud in the one ear, but the way I had the pillow, like I was leaning on the pillow, it was like covering my whole other ear. So it was really like noise canceling. So I'm sitting here watching my phone, and then all of a sudden my wife's like hit me like, you don't hear him? And I was like, huh? I took the earbud out and the baby screaming like,
Speaking of this, yeah,
we're speaking from experience.
most definitely.
Yeah.
You gotta think. We all live with women, unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately, sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And sometimes they get the remote before us. So.
Bruh. Don't even start that, bro. 90 Day Fiance and 90 Day Diaries, bro. Man.
Nah, it's RuPaul Drag Race over here.
Look at JC trying to get us back on track. So y'all think about Kyrie with the Lakers? He said, I ain't staying up for this shit.
Yeah, right.
He trying to hit the topics before he go to bed.
Right. Y'all better get this going. Yeah. But speaking on that, man,
I think that would happen actually. Now,
I think that's definitely gonna happen. I just wonder my thing is this, JC. Are you gonna be happy with Russell Westbrook as your point guard or shooting guard, whatever you want? Because they're gonna have to. You're gonna have to give him up. You're gonna have to give him up.
Russell Westbrook.
You're gonna have to get Westbrook.
No, that's pretty much who you would get, right? Like that's
you're gonna have to get Westbrook, and you're probably gonna get
makes sense.
Horton. How do you say his last name? Horton. The other young bull.
Yo, Lakers fans are sick that they traded Caruso.
And he just killing it.
All right, one thing. I have a lot of respect for Bradley Beal. I have a lot of respect for him.
I would love Bradley Beal to come to the
city. Bro, come on, bro.
That's all we need.
Bradley Beal is chasing money. He is not chasing
Y'all are gonna get Westbrook.
He's chasing money. He is not chasing a championship.
Hell no.
Today just proved
Yeah,
you
but
don't care about a
I
ring.
really think y'all gonna get Westbrook, bro. I think you're gonna get Westbrook. I don't want to disrespect him like that.
So
I think you're gonna get him.
Looking at
You're
the
gonna get
Lakers,
him. You're probably gonna get him in a pick, and you'll probably get 2 other players.
But
so
this is the thing that they don't have no picks to trade.
they got to trade a max for a max.
Yeah, they don't have no picks, bro.
So it would have to be
like
either
Westbrook, my guy.
it would have to be Westbrook, because that would make no sense to trade LeBron to Brooklyn.
Picked up LeBron to Brooklyn.
That'd be hilarious if LeBron
That would be
was
so
Brooklyn.
funny, actually.
It would be.
All right, can someone
Jay-Z would be
explain
super
what
happy. Jay-Z be right back to Brooklyn.
What happened to Westbrook, bro? Like, he used to be good at one point, right? I'm not, or did I? This is the thing. Did I imagine him being good the couple years he was good?
No, he was good. This is what happened. So they had remember the old school Space Jam? The cartoon character landed on planet Earth. He touched the
At some point, the shot just left him and it never came back. Like,
he never really even had a shot, though. He wasn't somebody who could just get to the rack. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
So
his shot selection is terrible, like Larry Hughes. His shot selection. It's terrible.
He when you cross the Oklahoma borders and you go over, Lake Minnetonka and all that, you lose your shot.
he didn't cleanse himself in those Minnetonka waters before he left. That's what happened.
But no, think about it. All these dudes haven't been the same since they left OKC. KD, Harden, and Westbrook.
I mean, KD got 2 NBA championships.
And
Bro,
Harden,
KD went from a team that went 3 and whatever,
33-9.
and then hopped on and won. So don't count that as KD.
No, they were. Look, man,
They could have won that without KD.
I know it's going to go down as like a big joke, like what they became, but like that OKC squad was something special for a solid 2 to 3 years, bro. We did enjoy seeing them come up. Even when Harden left and went to Houston, Westbrook and KD were putting in that work. They were up 3-1 on the Warriors.
Yeah. JC, I do agree, bro. That system doesn't fit him. Frank Vogel is
neither did the Rockets system, neither did the Washington system.
See, but I think it's a lot of coaching. Frank Vogel is a defensive mind coach, and then let's be real, LeBron's the GM.
Well,
I think
he's a player. He's not supposed to be the GM.
No, LeBron's the GM, regardless of what yeah. But I think with Darvin Ham coming, I think with Darvin Ham being as a coach, I don't know what Darvin Ham is. I remember when Darvin Ham first came in the league, he was just dunking on cats all the damn time and shattering backboards. I don't know what type of coach he is. I don't know. I do know a little bit about his background, and he has a lot of relationships in the NBA. I just don't see the value of using and paying Westbrook that type of money at $43 or $47 million. Would he work coming off the bench in game situations in the fourth quarter? You can't really rely on him because he's going to do a bonehead play. He's either going to airball or and at times I feel like Westbrook plays too fast for a slow team. I think that's the bottom line. He plays too fast for a slow team. It doesn't look right. It is, and he's also a player that needs the ball in his hands all the time, and it just doesn't work. Nah, bro, he looks horrible with the Lakers because LeBron needs the ball. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the thing was, though, when he was balling in Houston, it still didn't work out. Like they didn't work out because James Harden. You got to remember something. Westbrook, his entire career, besides OKC, he has always been ball dominant. Think about it. The thing about
West's issue.
Yeah, and think about it when he was playing with Melo and Paul George. My man was stat patting. Like he was grabbing 20 rebounds and 10 assists and scoring like 30 points because that's all he cared about. And on top of that, right now, he's not like James Harden. He's not realizing that your game is digressing, and it's just your game is not the same. You know what I'm saying? And he just doesn't understand that. I think what Westbrook needs to understand is, hey, I need to either be a combo guard or I just need to be strictly stricken to a point guard and just get all my teammates involved. I think that's what he just needs to step back and look at what's around him, because that's what Melo did. And that's why Melo survived his career. That's the reason why James Harden is actually getting about to get paid with the Sixers, because they're stepping out and they're saying, "Hey, this is not me no more." And I think that's what's wrong.
Nah, bro, he looks horrible with the Lakers because LeBron.
No, he does. He looks horrible.
He does. Nah, he does. He was balling with Capella.
I think OKC could be part of a 3-team trade if they do try and send Kyrie.
Them boys get if they get
what they'll do is send Russ back to OKC. They have the cap to absorb it. Russ still has property out here. His family loves it out here already. So he'll come out here, finish out. I can't remember how much longer
he got another year.
He got another year,
last year of his contract.
and then he'll retire out.
But Marcus, on that though, do you feel that he would stunt the growth of the young players that are on the squad at OKC? Because I feel like he would stunt the growth.
I think he would humble himself and come off the bench.
Oh hell, nah, I ain't that.
You know what, man? I think Russ being the kind of guy, like especially where he is right now with how things have gone the past 3 years or so, I think he would. Like,
think he would?
They love him out here.
To be like, I don't.
I do. I understand they love him in OKC.
This is the thing in the NBA, they could just cut you or waive you, and like that's it. They like you just said, OKC has the money to absorb it. So it kind of comes to like, you see what they did to Melo. Like they let him do whatever, and it was like, if you don't do what we do, then we'll just ice you out. So, I mean, I think OKC tells him straight up, like, yo, you wanna stay here? We're happy to have you come off the bench, do your thing. We already have our young core. If you're not gonna be a part of helping these guys grow, we can absorb it. It's only 1 year. They absorbed the cap low. They're not going to do anything this year other than probably what they've already done. So they don't have to worry about trying to bring in a free agent.
Yeah.
If anything, it's gonna help them go ahead and just be better in the long run because it's one less piece to build on.
Because the highest paid player on the Thunder is Shea. This year he's supposed to make 30.9. And then if you look underneath that, it's going to be Lou Dort now with the new contract he just signed. So they can absorb that contract, allow Russ, because he was literally just out here 2 weeks ago opening up a basketball court. So
there you go.
You just see Andre Drummond just signed with the Bulls?
You said with who?
Andre Drummond just signed with the Bulls.
That's fine. The only thing I'm gonna miss is the rebounds, but he wasn't giving us anything as far as point wise.
Yeah.
We already got now that they're letting our boy cook, you know what I'm saying? We don't got to worry about the backup center no more.
Look, the only thing DM could do to make this offseason better is with some of the addition of the young core we just had.
Yeah.
They come out with an article. Philadelphia and Doc Rivers have mutually agreed to part ways, and Sam Cassell will take over.
Please, Jesus.
Bro, I would love to have Sam Cassell as the head coach.
How beautiful would that be?
Like
because think about it. Sam Cassell got interviewed for a couple of these spots and didn't
I don't
positions. And then
how
Charlotte,
did Utah pick my man's at the Celtics over Sam?
But then Charlotte went back. They interviewed a couple coaches and then came back to the dude they weren't going to originally been back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a conspiracy theorist to me, but something's going on to where probably Sam said, I'm just doing this for formality, but I can't put this out here yet. But this is what's probably going to go on. I'm going to be taking over in Philly.
Okay, man, I can believe that. I hope so. Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell y'all what, man. Doc Rivers, the man likes playing golf more than he likes coaching. There's in the inside track is there's word that he cancels practice if there's a surprise a good day of golfing out there. So it's like, yeah, put this man out to the pasture, bro. Like,
right.
You're over here getting $10 million a year. Like you don't want to play these young players. Like you see how not for nothing, man. Doc Rivers is a legend, man, but he's an asshole, bro.
Is he a legend?
I
I
don't
just
know.
give him that because you know what, man. At the end of the day,
Yeah, he a legend.
he's played in the league. He's coached
Played
in
in the league.
and when there is social issues, he's not quiet about it. He will speak up. So
Yeah.
I mean, I do respect that about him.
Yeah, but coaching
Maybe
wise,
not a
like,
legend,
bro,
maybe not a legend.
did he really have to coach? You had Ray Allen, KG, Paul Pierce.
Mm.
You had Rondo, Big Baby.
Bro,
Leon Powell.
all I keep remembering
James Posey. He had a squad, man.
all I
Yeah,
keep remembering is
Oh,
that
I forgot about Posey. And then
yeah,
you went
bro, yeah, James
back
Posey.
to back. You went back
Tony
to back.
Allen.
You
Yeah,
beat the
Tony
Lakers and then lost to the Lakers.
all I keep
So-
remembering is that kid roasting us in that playoffs, talking about he had like a picture of him with the Sixers and Doc behind him, and he said, "I'm here to confirm that Doc Rivers absolutely didn't have anything drawn up." Like I'm like, man,
he's not cooking nothing.
yo, he's not cooking nothing. Like, oh man,
Yeah, bro.
it's that kid, man. Like,
JC
I really believe Doc didn't have nothing.
JC said, "Do y'all think KD would be a great fit in Memphis with y'all?" No.
KD's too pussy.
Memphis would be better without Ja.
What, yo?
Yeah. He's got a point. He's got a point.
This would be
They
better
play-
without
They
Ja.
play way better without Ja. It's crazy.
They played
What was-
better for one series without Ja.
Nah, Memphis was like what 15-2 without Ja Morant.
Without Ja Morant, he missed a lot of games. He had
Bro, that's called. You know what that's called? That's called empty net syndrome. They knew their main player wasn't there. Everybody has to play a little bit harder than they usually would. Guys have to be hitting shots and make plays.
I like
They
Desmond
normally
Bain.
wouldn't.
I think he's a hooper, bro. Desmond Bain is a hooper. And then like
He's a hooper,
but
but let me say,
who started
his name is
though?
Ja Morant, and you will respect it.
It was
His name is
was
Ja
it
Morant.
Tyus Jerome?
I'm about to get a Ja Morant jersey.
Oh, you bugging? Nah,
I'm gonna put
Hey,
it
man.
on, and I'm gonna wear it on the podcast.
nah. I'm not letting you win. Don't wear that crap. I like Ja. I just say I think with his skill set, he reminds me of Steve Francis. That's what he reminds me of. Explosive, gets to the rim, can't really shoot. I think
That's what it is because it's not the shot isn't.
Yeah, he has to work
the shot
on that.
isn't-
Oh,
yeah.
that's all. He just got to work on his shot. He worked on his shot, bro. You know what really pissed me off though? People comparing him to Allen Iverson. I'm like, no.
Why not?
But even AI came out and said it, endorsed it though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he has the Iverson handles.
You telling AI that's the
You
only
say
thing he
AI
don't have.
endorsing this man isn't enough.
Nah, bro.
That's the only thing he don't
No.
have is the AI
Listen,
handle.
no. Let's be clear. The
He's
only
gonna
reason why
have to-
Allen Iverson is endorsing that because who Ja is, and Allen Iverson is somebody he appreciates everybody that gives him his flowers, and he's a good player. But he does not. Nothing in his game reminds me of Allen Iverson. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It reminds me when I see him. That is Steve Francis in the flesh. The way he dunks, the way he hops on people, that's Steve Francis. I know I'm a little older than you guys, but that is Steve Francis to a T. I'm telling you. Go back and look at some Steve Francis highlights, and you'll see Ja Morant. I'm telling you. The way that boy jumps, he's a 2-foot jumper. Bro, I'm telling you, see
Get
that
off of my lawn.
listen. Hey, stop calling
Hey,
me
look,
old,
man, you
man.
let me get my PJ Tucker drum. I'm gonna let you get that off, man.
But I'm telling you, I see Steve Francis. I don't see no Allen Iverson in that. At least, listen, this is the thing, though. At least Allen Iverson had somewhat of a shot, right? It seemed like he pushed it, but Allen Iverson had a shot. He had a go-to spot, and on top of that,
It was
let's
wet.
be honest. Allen Iverson was quicker than everybody. The only reason why Allen Iverson
with the Lakers.
Oh shit! He
Who's
just
on
wants to
the
stay in Cali.
That's
Gary Payton
crazy.
the second.
Wow, he really trying to follow his dad's footsteps.
You know, I feel bad. I really feel like I have to put the
Hey,
second one.
but when he did go, that wasn't a good squad. You talking
Yeah.
when the old man brigade got together? When it was Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, Derek Fisher.
Good
Oh,
Gary
that was
Payton.
terrible.
Bro, that was a wild time. I thought
That was terrible.
This last season was kind of like the second coming of that.
Yeah,
Bro,
because
how would you
The old
feel?
heads that used to have it, you like, you know what?
How would you feel though?
I know that locker room would smell like Ben Gay, boy.
How would you? But this is my thing, though. How would you feel if Kevin Durant and Kyrie landed with the Lakers?
If KD and Kyrie,
Yeah,
I don't think that. I think
LeBron to Brooklyn.
I think these guys are splitting. I don't think they're staying together.
But
They
there's
said they
been
wanna play
rumors
together.
though they want to play together,
All
but
right,
not in
fellas,
Brooklyn.
early morning,
it's
like-
not in Brooklyn. But,
Hey,
okay,
appreciate
and
you,
that's the
man.
reason. But that's my question though. Why not in Brooklyn? What's wrong? Is it Steve Nash?
It's like that tweet that I sent y'all. He got to pick the team, he got to pick his coach, and he got to pick the city that he went to. And he only won one playoff game in these past 2 years. KD's a bum, he's a loser, and I wouldn't want him anywhere near my team with a 10-foot pole, and no one else would want him near their team either. He's a bum, bro. You're talking about a dude who had a burner account to talk shit. If you're gonna do that shit, talk cash shit with the real account. Bro, KD's pussy, bro. Like I don't know how many ways I can put it. Bro's a straight up punk. Like, bro, go get your hair. Go get your hairline fixed and get a skincare routine, bro. Get out of here. KD's a punk. He's tired, and you know what? The reason you're doing this is because you're so mad at the Warriors. You left the Warriors. They won a ring without you, and you're mad that everybody's talking about them. So now you want to be in the headlines and you want to make a splash. KD, get the hell out of the league, bro. You're a fucking bum. Seriously.
Hey,
Kyrie,
somebody clip that and tag KD in it. Somebody clip that and tag KD in it.
You know the funny thing is, he might actually hit me up from a burner account and try to say something. Nah, but seriously, it's like that tweet said, bro. He really got to pick his perfect situation, right? You got to pick the guys that were gonna, and then you even got Harden. And then when we all saw that it wasn't flowers and butterflies, you didn't step up, bro. You got swept by the Boston Celtics. You're KD, right? You're the best. Everyone on the past 2 years have wanted to call KD the best player in the NBA for the past 2-3 seasons, right? They didn't want to say it was LeBron. They wanted to say it was KD. But what's going on, Mark, baby? Good to see you. This one's for you. They wanted to go ahead and call KD the best player in the NBA, and he got to pick his perfect situation and hasn't done a damn thing with it since. So why are we praising this guy? Why do we think anywhere he's going to go it's going to be anything special?
I never praised KD, but the way you put it out there, it feel like there's a personal connection behind that.
With me and KD?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't have nothing. I just think he's honestly, man. I've never been a Rico. It's a Rico. Rico is on one tonight. I'm just telling the truth, bro. KD's been, bro. All right. You want to know what the truth is? I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, hold up. This is no longer the Swoop Boys anymore. This is the Rico show.
All right, I'm gonna tell y'all. All right, so let me give you a little timeline.
I'm gonna go get a drink because
Let me get you a timeline of this whole thing. You were up 3-1 on the Golden State Warriors with your own team that you were drafted by. You had a whole squad with, and then you went ahead. You got beat. You let the Warriors come back 3-1 from 3-1, and get beat out the playoffs. Okay, that's understandable. You were still a young team at the time. You had Russell Westbrook playing the team, and you guys, maybe it wasn't gelling together. You know, that happens. That's okay. But instead of going ahead and sticking it out with Russell Westbrook and the rest of the team that they built with you, that the team that drafted you, that gave you praise and gave you everything, what did you do? You went ahead and left them, and you went ahead and left the squad, and you went ahead and joined the Golden State Warriors, the team that actually swept you, or the team that beat you the season before in the playoffs. Okay, that's corny. Like Jordan would never. The best player in the NBA back in the 90s would never. So, okay, you join the guys that beat you. You go ahead and get 2 rings. You know that those rings mean nothing because those were not your teams. So then what do you do after the first time you guys lose since you've joined them? You go ahead and opt out of your contract, and you decide to go ahead and leave. And then you go and leave, and you go to Brooklyn. And like I just stated, you picked your teammate. You and Kyrie concocted some type of dumb plan to go to New York together because they had the cap space to do it. And then you go ahead and you pick your coach because you say, we don't really need we're so great. Coaching's not an issue. So you go ahead and get Steve Nash, right? It was Steve Nash. That's their coach over there. Yeah, Steve Nash. Steve Nash is their coach.
Yeah.
You go ahead and pick your coach because you think that you don't need anything special. Pick the guys around you. You try to put together this fake super team, and you don't do shit last season. Then here comes another season this season. You go ahead and still try to run it back, and now everybody's healthy. You try to add James Harden. Kyrie's doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff, and now Kyrie's there, and you guys all still don't do nothing. You get swept by the Boston Celtics. And then what happens? Your former team, the one that you left, they go ahead and win the championship, and you're in your feelings. That's the only reason you're burning all this down, because we haven't heard anything about Kyrie or I haven't heard anything about KD being upset or in his feelings at all up until they won that championship. I know it's burning a hole in his fucking heart that he's not part of that. And that's
now
what
we
it is.
take a break to get back to the message from Coach Marcus. Bruh, like, where is this going? Like, you didn't say anything. Oh, go ahead, brother.
I get what Rico's saying because it does make sense. Like, the rumor was if Kyrie leaves, KD's going to ask to, bounce because there's no point in being there. But then Kyrie opted into his contract, and then now KD come back. Well, I still want to leave. So if you wanted to leave,
I want to play with him though. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
But like Rico was saying, he left Golden State. Golden State kind of fell down due to injuries, but then when everybody's healthy, they're still the Golden State Warriors and they get a ring. And KD's seeing like, damn, I left and they're still a top tier team without me. So now he's like, I can't leave the NBA now without a ring because, or at least on my own, because his time is coming up.
Yeah.
So now it's all right. What's the next move? Because Steve Nash don't know shit. He don't know how to coach.
And all he hears in the back of his head is this: KD, those 2 rings you got, they would have got them without you anyway. They don't matter. Those are paper championships.
Like
for you.
Hey, we lie? When KD rings, do they have an asterisk next to it?
Yeah.
KD 2 rings have an asterisk next to it.
They won the year before. They won the year. They won without you. You left, and then they won again without you.
You were 70. You jumped on the team that was 7-3-9, and you were beating that team. You were 3-1. They came back and beat you. And think about it as you in the huddle with that player, and I bet you he's looking over there. Damn, man, what are they doing over there,
bro?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he goes and sign with them.
That's what I'm saying. And
the one LeBron ring in Cleveland has a lot more weight than the 2 rings KD got.
100%, bro.
100%.
I'll throw even more. Dirk Nowitzki 1 ring in Dallas.
Thank you. I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Yep.
I would put. That's why I have respect. That's why I have respect for Bradley Beal. I just hope that what I don't want for Bradley Beal is like for what happened to Allen Iverson. I hope he doesn't. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's a great player, and you spend all this time, and you're talented. You spend all this time on this whack-ass organization with them whack-ass jerseys, and you never win nothing. I mean,
which whack-ass jerseys?
No, not us. Not us. I'm talking about the Wizards.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Wizards.
I do have
you
to say,
want to know, bro.
I am happy that the black jersey is coming back. I know I talked shit about it. But you know what it is about the black jersey? We grew up with it, and it is cool. Well, I mean, I've been seeing it all over social media. Like, it's crazy.
I still wear mine. I got my original from 1997. I still got mine. Both of them.
Well, we're hearing hearsay all over social media.
But only one person knows the true facts.
Yeah, only one person knows the true facts.
Facts.
And that's why you guys tune in to Swoop Boys every week. And it wasn't me, and it wasn't King.
Wasn't me or Rico at all.
But the thing about it is, bro, it like you said, bro, that Dirk Nowitzki 1 ring, that LeBron Cleveland ring, that 1 Cleveland ring, bro. They hold the rings like that. They hold way more than KD leaving his team to go with another team. His ego is so soft, bro. Like, they had to stroke it while he was there. Like, you got Steph like, oh, we needed KD to come here. We lost the year before.
Draymond said no.
That was Draymond. That was Draymond.
That was
JJ
Draymond.
Redick on that JJ Redick Was it a podcast or was it like
It
a
was a
Q&A?
JJ Redick podcast. That was Draymond.
Was it saying we needed KD?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he said without
And
KD, they wouldn't have won that
and-
one.
But I don't know if you guys remember in the finals when they lost to the Cavs, I think it was the Cavs, he was telling KD, like, we didn't need you anyway. You remember that? And then they were fighting in the huddle, and Andre Iguodala grabbed him. But, like, those Golden State Warrior teams, bro, I'm sorry, they can win without KD. That bench was so deep. You had Leonardo Barbosa. You had Iguodala. You had my man, the guy I played against in high school, Sean Livingston, and he's still doing his thing. Like they had a talented team, and then you got the two light skinned cats that just shoot from anywhere. You got to guard them from the damn bathroom. So I mean, like they were going to win regardless, bro. And they play team defense. That's why people kill me. They're like, oh man, they can't play defense. You don't have to play defense when you're playing team defense. Team defense is just oh, you got me? All right, cool, you got me. You know what I mean? So they were winning, and their chemistry, their chemistry is so dope. You think about it, you know what I mean? This is so dope that what they got going on. Draymond is a role player. I don't care what nobody. I love how he acts like he's the main deal, the main course. Nah, bro, you ain't.
Crazy, look at my wife. Look what shirt my wife got on. This is crazy as hell. It's crazy. Where's your shirt from, girl?
Oh no! Just like my wife. My wife is a Lakers fan.
We were on vacation. We were on vacation, and the Lakers were. It was the year LeBron just signed with the Lakers.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen LeBron play in person, but it was the year LeBron signed with the Lakers. We were in San Diego, funny enough, for vacation, and they were playing. It was some kind of exhibition game they were playing against the Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
And it happened to be in San Diego at some random arena. So
it's probably a preseason game.
Yeah, it wasn't even preseason. It was an exhibition game.
Oh, it was an exhibition game?
Yeah, because the tickets they didn't even. It was like preseason was still like a month away. It was the craziest thing I've never seen that night. But I was like, oh shit, well we about to go see LeBron. I was like,
they're probably playing where the San Diego Clippers used to play at.
Probably. It wasn't.
Because remember, World Be Free was with the Clippers, and then he came to Philadelphia, or the other way around. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go see LeBron. Let's go throw some Lakers t-shirts on real quick.
Hey man, I get it. I married a Lakers fan, so I get it. I can't stand the Lakers. That's one team I will never.
She only wears that because her only Sixers shirt set. She got a Sixers shirt that says Embiid. But then her only jersey is a Simmons jersey. I'm like,
can't wear that.
Can't wear that. No. You don't want to brick the marriage up.
But yeah, man. But far and all, I guess this will be the last segment. What do you guys think of the free agency so far? Is this madness, crazy? What would you guys give it? And then what team do you see KD going to?
I mean. Look, man, aside from the KD thing, it's been pretty tame. Now, KD coming through and dropping this bomb is definitely made the whole landscape look a lot different. Our personal free agency, I'm not too excited for it right now, but I think it was like, what's his name? JC said, everyone's going to be waiting for KD to make his move now, and then we'll see what happens after that. Maybe there's a chance Tobias gets traded, but I highly think with the 2 years on the deal, I don't think so. Especially after what Marcus said, 39 mil. It's like, yeah.
Crazy. You know what? I wish the Sixers would have signed Melo last year or 2 years ago. I wish they would have signed him.
Oh, man. I would have loved that. That's my favorite player.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's your boy. Yeah.
Player,
I wish they would have signed Melo. I like Melo.
I'm a huge Melo fan.
Off the bench, I think he would have sparked something. I think he would have gave us something.
I think it's unfair how they did him in Portland because it was great. He was playing great in Portland, but I feel like he just hit when he got to the Lakers. I feel like they were just asking too much of him. That's not what he wanted to be doing. I mean, they had a lot of issues with this whole squad, so I understand. Like at the end of the day, it's like there's no such thing as a perfect role. If they need you to play, you're going to play. So I think he still has a couple more years left in him as a backup player, though.
Yeah, for sure.
If he goes to the Sixers, I'm getting a Melo jersey. Like that's point blank.
00 or number 7?
He go back 15.
That's what I have.
I'd be fire.
15 jerseys. I have both his 15 jerseys. So the Oak Hill and
no, Oak Hill was 22.
Oak Hill, yeah, 22
Yeah.
on Oak Hill. But I have the 15 on the Denver jersey, and I don't know, man. I'm just a huge Melo fan, bro. I love that guy.
Who's your favorite player of all time, Marcus?
Iverson.
Yeah, wait, we're talking about all time. Yeah, it's a
Mine all time. I grew up watching him. I've seen his person.
yeah.
He literally like dropped in. We were at the military ball at on City Line Ave, and AI was going to the bar in our hotel that we were having our military ball. Everybody left the military ball to go see Iverson.
See Iverson.
Like,
Iverson.
bro, I got every jersey except his Bethel High School football and basketball jersey.
Mark said Dr. J was his favorite.
Bro, Iverson all day.
That was some bullshit what I sent you guys earlier about that.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Like, how many years did he play for the Nets?
They got paid respect to ABA.
But that was his first team, though.
Yeah, that was his first team.
No one remember. Like, come on, bro. No one remembers him as a Net. So, like, he's courtside at Sixers games.
Bro, NBA Street, they got him in a Nets jersey.
Stretch, they put him in a stretch.
Stretch, yeah. That's not Dr. J. Bro, it's just disrespectful as hell. You're gonna make a Funko Pop of him as a Net.
I think they just love the afro.
That's racist. But I will say this: Allen Iverson scuffed my Air Force One.
All right, quick question. All right, so this is my question to both of you guys. Rico, you go first. Your top 5 all-time Sixers.
Oh, wait. Do we have time to do this? Because there has been a big thing on Twitter, and I do want to clip this and put it out there. Mount Rushmore of all-time Eagles. Can we do that too after this?
No, I want to do that next week.
No. You want to do it next, but it's popping right now. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's doing it right now. But I'll do all Sixers, all-time Sixers.
Yeah.
Dr. J.
Okay.
Obviously. Wait, are we doing it positional or just in general?
I want to go position.
Man, they're making it hard now.
Easy. You got combo guards. You got everything.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna go Dr. J.
At what? Power forward or small forward?
I'm gonna have him as my power forward. I'm gonna go Mo Cheeks. He's
Point
gonna
guard?
play. Huh?
Point guard?
I'm gonna have him going in as a guard because I'm gonna play Iverson as the point guard.
Okay.
Iverson. That's my point. I'm gonna have to go Barkley, I guess. Like,
then you have to switch it. So that means Irvin would be.
Yeah, so this is hard to do. It's
small
hard to
forward.
And then, I guess I'll do that, and then I guess I got to put Embiid as my center.
Okay, Marcus, you're next.
Positional. I feel like positionally is hard. Yeah, because I can't go.
That's how it has to be. It has to be positional.
Yeah, because now we're doing it. It's building a team position. I guess positionally as a team, that's what I would go with.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it, but that's what I would go with. That's not my.
Happy about it.
I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Rico is having the most problems with everything today. He's just gonna say whatever he wants to say. All right, Marcus, go ahead.
Of course, I'm gonna go AI. Embiid. I'm gonna go Sexy Chocolate.
Oh,
Sexy Chocolate.
Of course, Dr. J.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Cheeks because Jay would be at the 3. AI is gonna be at the 2. I have Maurice on point.
Okay.
I like that.
Bobby
that. Jones. Ooh.
Bobby Jones was nice. Bobby Jones was nice. All right, so I'll go. Point guard. I'm gonna have to go AI. Shooting guard, I would go with. This is difficult. Man. But See, it's a tie. Dana Barnes. I'm going to go Dana Barnes. Dana Barnes was my favorite player.
That's I like that just for the fact that I wouldn't hear too many people say it.
Yeah, that he was my favorite player. He was 1993, 1992. He was my favorite. He was number 3 before Allen Iverson. I don't know if people knew that. So Dana Barnes was 2. My 3, Dr. J. Power 4, Charles Barkley. I was a big Charles Barkley fan. My 5, I wasn't alive to see it, but he's the myth, the legend.
Come on, bro. I know what you mean.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, we didn't see it. It wasn't even on. There's no highlight of it.
Okay, all right. Then I'll go something new. I'll go something new then.
No, it's fine if you go Wilt. Don't let
Wilt, but
don't let go Rico bully you. You know he in his feelings
He
today.
bullying me.
Hey, hold on, Marcus. Did you say Embiid was in your 5?
Say
I
what?
wouldn't beat in my 5.
Okay, all right. Just making sure. It's just crazy that you would leave Embiid off the list because he's clearly the.
But no, because you guys took both of you guys. Obviously,
okay, I like what you're doing. But all right, so,
but we left off Daryl Dawkins. World Be Free.
World Be Free. That's what I wanted to put at the 2. That's what I wanted to put at the 2.
Damn, no, neither one of y'all put Elton Brand in your.
Hell no. Elton Brand was terrible when he played for us, man.
Doc didn't. No, Doc.
Andre Iguodala. Right? You put Andre Iguodala in there too.
Oh, fuck Andre Iguodala. He's not a Sixer.
I mean, he got we even got Moses Malone. That's different.
That's why I put this. So Mark.
No, I said
Mark
Moses Malone.
Mark said.
Okay.
Iverson.
Barkley, I gotta put Barkley.
So he put Malone in instead of damn, what the hell?
Would C-Web count? He only played like
terrible.
Or nobody threw him a tumbo.
Hey, well, okay, then go ahead and put Turkoglu in there. Or not Turkoglu. Tony Kukoc.
Boy. No. If you put him in,
put Jermaine Jones.
All right. So now
Tyron Hill.
So do we believe Wilt Chamberlain really got how much was it? 100
points?
Yeah, I believe he did it.
At the Spectrum it wasn't televised.
I didn't even know he was from Philly. You know he's from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. I didn't know that until recently.
So you believe he got the 100 points at the Spectrum?
I believe he did, man.
Well, genetically look at it. Genetically is possible. Think about it back then. Genetically is possible.
Genetically, yeah.
Well, he was 7 foot. He was the only 7. Well, him and Bill Russell.
That's what I'm saying. Genetically, it was possible.
All right, I got beef with Eric Snow.
Wait, why you got beef with Eric Snow?
Why was that?
I got beef with Eric Snow. All right, so I'm gonna tell you I got beef with Eric Snow. All right,
go ahead. This is the podcast to get it off your chest right now. So
yeah, this is to get it off your chest, right?
He about to have a Nick Sirianni
players, right? I got beef with Aaron McKee. Yeah, I'm getting off my chest.
Put a Newport in your mouth. This is crazy.
Aaron McKee.
You're right, go on.
Ready?
You right now. You coming at me with a guy? I'm walking to the bodega to go get me a Swisher or a Fanta. Coming at me with this. Go ahead. Go ahead. Eric Snow.
You got food stamps. You got a food stamps in the left.
Fuck Eric Snow. Like what?
No, I got beef with him. They were my mans. But yo, sometimes when Allen Iverson needed the ball, they did not want to give the ball to Allen Iverson, man. I'm like, bruh. Especially that damn Aaron McKee. Aaron McKee, like, no, this is my time to shine. Son, no. Give it to AI.
Lou Will.
I think Lou Will was he was in Allen Iverson's shadow, man. He was in Allen Iverson's shadow.
He was.
Yeah. But you know who was my favorite? You know, and y'all probably gonna clown me. And I was really, really, really excited that he came to the Sixers. Tim Thomas. Oh my God, we got Tim Thomas. I was so excited, but they didn't give him a chance. They did not give my man's a chance. When he was a young bull, he was nice coming out of Villanova. He was Anthony Mason He was big, 6'9". He could do everything. And then he went to the Bucks and balled out. Oh, man, I was so mad, man. And then they get Sean Bradley instead of Anthony Hardaway or Chris Webber. Oh, that shit irritates the shit out of me to this day.
Baller Murphy, like Jason Bradley.
Yeah,
All right, we got let's do the Mount Rushmore, man. Come on, all time.
All right, go ahead, do your round Rushmore. Come on.
And we'll end it on that.
I wanted to do it next week, but he didn't want to do it now.
Nah, because you know it's popping right now. Next week we're gonna be like, everybody already did that.
Well, why we ain't gonna wait for Will and Charlie to throw their input in it too?
Thank you.
Because they haven't said anything in the group chat in a week.
That is facts.
Well, Will has an excuse.
Will has an excuse.
Will has an excuse.
Now Charlie, I don't know. He went missing on me.
I talked to Charlie twice this week on the phone. He just hasn't been in the group chat. I don't know where my man's just not is on this.
But it's being like
you know why? He's on IG instead of talking on IG and nobody paid attention.
Yeah, he does do it in the IG group chat, which is like
I'm like, damn, son, you
like our second or third means of communication.
He talking to himself in the IG chat.
That's the backup to the backup.
Sometimes it's just easier to share like a crazy post in there instead of sending the link or something in the regular group.
I get it, but yeah.
But all right, my top four Eagles is gonna have to be Chuck Bendicart. Oh shit.
Okay, but then I got to question that because that's not that way before you.
Yeah, but he's still an all-time Eagle. You know, he played on both sides of the ball. Like we know what it is for Chuck.
Dude,
and I feel like if you're doing
real,
huh?
Are those stats real?
Those are real. We have highlight. You can literally if you go on YouTube right now, you can Google and they'll actually have actual highlights of Chuck.
At the same time, you can go on Google and look at that video of Rico giving roses to women.
Spazzing out, son. Rico was out. All right, so you went Chuck, Charlie.
Yep, Uncle Charlie. I'm gonna go with Charlie, Uncle Chuck. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put this is where it got kind of sticky because I wanted to kind of
hold on. Before you say this, are we going coaches as well or just players?
So let me go ahead and say the way I have seen this across all of
Twitter
is it's really whatever you want. I've even seen some people put Howie Roseman on there because he was the one to go ahead and he put the team together that brought the Super Bowl here. And who was a better GM than Howie Roseman? So so it does make sense, right? If we are going to go ahead and talk about all time, if we're going to talk about all time Eagles, the front office isn't part of that. So
what that John is?
I'll take one.
Bruh.
But you can't. But Howie Roseman built the team, right?
You right?
Yeah, but I think it should be players, not. We'll see what Todd's
I've even seen one where they.
I can see Rico part because GMs do get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying.
All right.
Get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I've even seen some instances where they go ahead and they've put Laurie because Laurie, for one, he's owned the team 10 years longer than anyone else has ever owned the Eagles. For two, he's been a great owner.
Doing that too?
No, I mean I've just seen some people. I wouldn't put an owner in. However, I can see the case where you do put an owner saying look, bro, we've seen there are some shitty owners. Like you could have the what's his name that owns the
Snyder.
Yeah, like Dan Snyder could be the owner of your team, and you're living in that hell. So I mean, I could see how some people appreciate it. But so I'll go with Chuck. I will not put a front office member in this one because I do really feel like this is more player. Or my personally, but I say it's whatever you want. I got to put Brandon Graham because not only was he part of the Super Bowl winning team, he was the one that secured that. He was the one that caused the winning play basically. This is where I kind of got hard. So
pause.
The thing about Mount Rushmore is you only have 4 spots, not 5. Pause. So I mean, I'm struggling to kind of make the bridge between do I want to go and put Dawkins in or do I want to put Kelsey on?
Hold on. You're debating to put Jason Kelsey or Brian Dawkins?
I feel like you can only put one of them on there.
Why you can't put both?
Because
Hold on. Whoa.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Because if I go
What
ahead
the
and
hell are you talking about?
because if I put both of them on there, then that's my Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
I feel like you're missing a player if you do that.
So Mount Rushmore, they're missing a couple presidents, but there's only 4 of them up there.
Yeah, this is why the 4 make look that only that 4 slot makes it a lot harder than having a 5, right? So, because now we're getting into the fact is, even though people are going to fight me on this, our best quarterback of all time is who?
Nick Foles.
McNabb.
You're putting Donovan McNabb on your Rushmore.
I'm not putting him on the Rushmore, but I'm just saying these are the kind of conversations
I was about to
I'm having
say.
with myself.
Stat wise, McNabb.
Stat wise, he's the best. But stat wise, he deserves to be there.
He didn't get
Five NFC Championship games, 3 Pro Bowl appearances, or was it 3 or 5 Pro Bowl appearances? He's been in the Super Bowl, even though he didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was in the jump, puking up like he was Willie Beeman.
Still made it there. Still has the stats that he has. One of the most successful before the mobile quarterback really became a thing.
True.
So I mean, there's an argument there to be made. He might deserve it because I'm not going to put Shady McCoy's the best rusher, but I don't think he deserves to be on a Rushmore. So I mean, the reason it shakes out for me, I ended up putting Dawkins, not Kelsey, but I do believe Kelsey deserves to be on a Rushmore. So,
He does. He belongs to be on there.
So then it comes down to my last spot, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and I'm gonna hate doing this, bro. I'm gonna hate doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and. No, I wouldn't put Westbrook.
We gonna put
Carmichael didn't make it to me.
Carmichael?
Yeah, no, I'm reading Mike's, and Cunningham just didn't. Cunningham wasn't long enough.
Nah, Cunningham wasn't long enough.
Nah,
he is an Eagle great though.
Yeah, he's an Eagle great. This is why the Rushmore.
Free agency was crazy, B.
Yeah, I guess it has to go. Honestly, I'm gonna have to put McNabb on it, bro. I have to put McNabb on it.
I'm not putting.
Chuck is gonna give you something from the foundational time. If I took McNabb off, the only other person I would put on there would be Andy, coaching wise.
I would definitely
put Andy. I feel like Andy Reid changed the culture of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes,
but I feel like McNabb was a part of that as well. McNabb was a part of changing the culture in Philadelphia as well. All that winning that Andy Reid did, it happened with McNabb.
Yeah, there's only 4. So I think you said 5.
Well, yeah. I said BG, I said Brian Dawkins, Chuck, and then I said it's going to have to be McNabb.
Okay. AK, what it is?
What's good, AK?
All right, go ahead, Marcus. I need
AK, we're talking about Eagles Mount Rushmore, so I would love to hear
Eagles Mount Rushmore.
So
I feel like Marcus is going to be controversial.
I feel like Marcus. Well, and then this is the other thing is I've seen a lot of people, and so I will preference this. A lot of people on Twitter are talking about people who are around Marcus's age or even in my age they're putting guys that are more or less in our since the 90s. So they're saying, "What did you start watching Eagles football in 2000?"
That's what I'm saying. Around your age of where you was watching football.
But a Rushmore has to be bigger than what you know.
Oh, okay. All right.
In my opinion, it's whatever you think is right. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
What you think, but me personally, what I'm thinking about, I feel like you need to at least have somebody from the. I mean, this is a franchise. You guys got to think this is a franchise that has been around since 1930 or 1833. 1833, bro. Or 1933, sorry. 1930. No.
1833.
I was like, 1833. Dang.
And it's always been in Philadelphia.
That's why they named it Lincoln.
Yeah, no, it's always been in Philadelphia. So You know, like we're one of those, and we're
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore definitely gets an honorable mention.
J&J. All right, go ahead, Marcus.
And the thing is, it's like, you know, Kelsey. I mean, he deserves to be on there.
Yeah.
But Dawkins, the thing is, if you go to the reason I put, to me, it's 1A and 1B, and the only reason I put Dawkins over Kelsey is literally Dawkins retired over 10 years ago, and literally if you go to the link tomorrow, you'll still see at least 25 to 40% of the crowd wearing a Dawkins jersey.
Because Dawkins was us as fans.
Doc was us.
He's us.
But Kelsey is also us.
Kelsey
gave the speech, and Kelsey was on the team that won a Super Bowl, and Kelsey gave the speech that we all remember to this day.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's hard. All right,
Yeah.
do you want me to go or you want to go?
I'll go. I'll give you some time.
Vic, what up?
Dawkins is gonna be my first.
Most definitely.
That was
Most definitely.
who I put my game around when I was playing DB. Like, that's who I wanted to be. Like, hey, you know, you taught to play football a certain way, but then you look at Doc, I'm gonna put my helmet in your chest and drop my head.
Yo, my thing is this. everybody
Like,
that's in the comments, everybody, you know, that's on this panel. If Brian Dawkins came to you and gave you a speech, you will run through a brick wall for that man.
Yeah, I jump off. I would jump off a building believing I could fly because of that man.
Facts.
And Doc was
Kelsey got it done.
to this day, my final play as a high school football player was a kick off, and I'm a gunner. I got the tackle and I suplexed the returner because Dawkins did it. Doc will always be on my Mount Rushmore.
All right, so who's the next?
I'm gonna go Andy. Andy's the look. Andy went through McNabb, Vic. Foles was kind of the area.
He drafted him.
He didn't really play with him, but he drafted.
But McNabb, I think, in my opinion, was the mastermind behind the success, regardless of the roster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Regardless of whoever was on the field, Andy would have found a way. Because think about it, we never had top talent. James Thrash, Greg Lewis, Hank Baskett. You can go through the list. Andy found a way to still be relevant and successful, and even without the Eagles, he's still doing the same thing in Kansas City.
Ooh. Well, and I will preface this by saying, and I don't know how you guys feel, I do 100% believe that Howie learned a lot. Howie learned a lot from Andy, if that makes any sense. I feel like Howie learned a lot from Andy as far as getting personnel.
Yeah,
I feel in some capacity there was some type of mentoring or teaching that went on in that, because I think when Howie came in, Andy was already a seasoned veteran as a coach, and he already knew. I think it was very much at least collaborative.
All right, so So AK, with you, I like your Mount Rushmore, but let's be real. Randall wasn't here that long.
Randall wasn't here that long, and Carmichael, by all means, don't get me wrong.
He was before me. I was born in 1985.
Way before me.
I think because wasn't Carmichael just really tall?
He was 6'8".
I think he was 6'8".
Yeah. So I don't know if it was necessarily so much about
and then he left us and went to the Cowboys.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't put Carmichael in it.
Yeah. Vic said Randall Cunningham, Brian Dawkins, Jason Kelsey. I like his.
And
I like
Andy Reid.
I like Vic's. I like Vic's.
All right, so wait, you got Andy,
I got Andy, I got Dawkins.
Mm-hmm. I love, by the way, Birdman or Mark. I love Jenkins, and I feel like he could potentially be part of the Mount Rushmore. He was part of the Super Bowl team. I feel like what he did and meant to that defense as a captain, as a leader, I feel like that's meant. I think the only knock on Jenkins is the fact that he didn't spend most of his career here, but he did spend a good portion of the career here.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Mark. It's my fault.
All right. Nick Foles, for, of course, the obvious.
Yeah.
The man stepped up. brought a ring and almost brought us the second one if a certain wide receiver would have caught that damn
caught the damn
pass.
ball.
So Nick Foles will be on that because you don't forget your first.
Yeah.
Hey, I hate to say it like that, but that's true. You don't forget your first.
It's like the first girl you kissed.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Y'all know what I meant, though.
The first girl you played, are you nervous with? You nervous? You nervous?
And then just outside of it,
Fine, I think.
I feel it would be disrespectful not to just throw Reggie White in there, even though it's before my time. He set the tone for what a Philly defense is supposed to be.
So that was another big thing that I've been seeing an argument for Reggie, and I 100% would agree that I think Reggie was the other. Reggie was for sure an honorable mention for me, but a lot of people. And tell me, I would love. I have a Reggie jersey. I showed you guys in the chat the other day. I love Reggie White, what he meant to the team, how he carried on after holding the team down after his best friend passed away, and RIP, of course. And but a lot of people, there's a big. It's weird. So outside of Eagleverse, a lot of people consider Reggie to be a Packer.
A Packer.
Well,
so weird.
He played longer with the Packers.
Yeah.
Because he busted on the scene in 1985.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he was actually in the. We were in an expansion. Was it an expansion draft? How we got Reggie?
But I thought we drafted Reggie.
I thought we wouldn't have been in the expansion draft.
He played in a different semi-pro league. He played in a different pro league. He played college and then he went to because he got more money.
Did he go to the USFL?
Yes, he went to USFL.
Okay, that's what it was.
And then the expansion, or we automatically just got him. I'm not sure how it went. Don't quote me. Don't get mad at me.
Can we all
and we ended up getting him
because that's where Steve Young came from.
Yes, him and Steve Young were they were their best players. They were the superstars. Yeah, USFL. Yes. And I just remember Reggie. So I was born in 1985 when he got in, right? I started loving the Eagles in 1991. That was my first game. And Reggie was there. And I remember it was him, and I think he had like 6 sacks that game. And I was like, Dad, he's a beast. He was like, yeah, that's Reggie White. And I want to say because he went to University of Tennessee, correct?
Yes, because Derek Barnett is
who
broke that record.
It was University of Tennessee, and that's when he went to USFL. Yes, okay, that's it. But I remember seeing him in 1991. Bro. He was a beast. He was a beast, bro. And then 1993, I was in 3rd grade. They came to my school, and I was in DARE. Remember them DARE programs? Say no to drugs and all that stuff. Him and Jerome in 1992 came to my school and was like picking us up with their arms and all this. It was all, and I remember telling my pops left work to come meet Reggie and Jerome Brown. It was the craziest thing I ever had. I wish I had pictures, man.
I would have done the same thing if I heard.
And it's funny though, because at the time my pops worked for 3M, right? Remember 3M, the tape?
Yeah.
So, they're stationed in Pennsylvania. So we lived in South Jersey. My pops would take the toll. My pops said, "Oh, they come to your school. I ain't going to work today."
Hey, my son school called. He acting up. So I'm gonna have to
go. I'll never forget it, man. And I wish I still had the picture. But it was me, my pops, and Reggie and Jerome. We were all in the picture, man. I wish I had it to this day, bro. Like,
wait, hold on, right there. Sorry to cut, but right.
Hold
bring it home,
Jerome. Reggie played for Memphis Showboats.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I don't know, but right here, bring it home for Jerome. I feel like that's why I consider him an Eagle. Like the way, they went so hard for the squad that year. They almost got it back then.
Yeah, you are right. Reggie was a superstar when he played. You know what's crazy? They said that they didn't even offer Reggie a contract to come back.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said, who was the owner at that time?
You know, the whole
Who was the
whole-
owner at that time? I
whole
forgot his
thing.
name. They did not. They didn't. His wife said it. His wife confirmed it. She was like, the Eagles never even offered him a contract. So that's why he said that I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll never forget that he did the final lap at the link, and he said, I gotta go. And I was
That was
like,
still the vet back then, wasn't it?
Vic said too much money. The owner was a bum.
The owner was a bum. It's crazy because when you Google, like, I don't know, this doesn't mean anything, but I heard people mention it in this, but I do look at it as something. When you Google Reggie White, the first like bunch of pictures it's mainly him in Packers uniforms. It's like two or three Eagles pictures, but so in my head growing up, Reggie was always an Eagle. I know he did leave and go get a Super Bowl there, but it's just kind of crazy because you do think about players that do leave and go other places. I did see AK say that Vic is the all-time athlete of all time. I can't co-sign that.
Vic,
he said he's the best. I don't want to misquote AK. Hold on.
He said Vic is the.
Vic, can we all agree that Vic is the best all-around athlete of all time? I guess he's up there, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think
he's up there because he's got the throwing and he's mobile.
Vic was something special, man.
He was definitely special. For sure.
Bro, Vic was a cheat code. Everybody knew playing Madden 04, you could not pick the Falcons. You had to pick another team outside the Falcons, bro.
Nice.
So that's how we didn't see how me and my mans play, and then I'm gonna let King do his Mount Rushmore. Is we both just put our teams on random, and whatever you get.
That's what we used to do. You got to put them on random.
Put it on random. You get.
But hey, I had to go. All right, so this is like 2004, 2003. I would go with the Chargers playbook. I'll go with the Chargers. LaDainian was nuts.
What was it? LaDainian, Eric Chambers or Chris Chambers?
Bro, Chris Chambers was sick. What was their tight end?
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates, bro. They had a squad back in 2004, bro. Yep. I used to always, because they'd be like, my boy would be like, no, you can't beat the Eagles. I'm like, bro, that's my team. And he'd be like, no, McNabb's just like Nevada's cool as Vic. And I'm like, nah, come on, man. So I used to go with the Chargers, like when he was front.
What? Vic had a 99 speed, bro.
It was crazy.
Vic, you can sit back, draw the whole defense, and then just start running the whole field. Nah.
Hey, and my favorite play was trips. So you got everybody lines up on the right side, or the Minnesota Vikings. I would be the Minnesota Vikings. Culpepper, Chris Carter, and Randy Moss. Yes, and Nate Burleson. I'll just run tricks.
Nate Burleson wasn't on during that time.
Was it 05, 06?
Nate Burleson was with Detroit.
Seattle.
He was with Detroit first.
Okay. Then
it would have been Chris Carter, Dante Culpepper, Randy Moss, and Michael Bennett was the running back.
And then Smith was the running back. He's a doctor. He ended up being a doctor. Rod Smith, the running back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, my bad. I'm fast forward, but Nate Burleson did play for Minnesota.
Oh, okay. My fault, Vic.
Hold on, what do you say? Detroit. Yes. All right. So my Mount Rushmore. Okay. Brian Dawkins. That's easy.
Saw that, bro.
Herschel Walker.
Who said Herschel Walker?
We're not talking about Uncle Herschel.
Yeah, that's a sensitive subject. I mean, the way he ain't gonna get into Hirsch.
That's a family friend.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sad situation.
I'm trying to think who would be my second. I gotta go in.
I'm not gonna lie. You and Will. I already know Will's. That's why another reason I was. But I'm more curious to hear yours since you right now you're the elder statesman. I already know Will.
Man. All right. So here I go. All right. So you ready? Brian Dawkins. I gotta put McCoy up there. Leading rusher. I gotta put McCoy up there.
Okay.
After that, I gotta put Nick Foles up there. He brought me my first championship, my first Super Bowl. And then 4. Man, this is tough. This is really, really tough.
I'll let you think, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this Curie out there while you think about your last one.
But
The reason that McCoy didn't make my list and why is because, yes, he is the all-time leader. But if we're going to go ahead and talk about the franchise as a whole, and this is how I'm looking at it, so I clearly people aren't. But if I'm gonna put a running back onto that Mount Rushmore, it has to be Steve Van Buren. For the simple fact that if we're going to acknowledge the Eagles franchise as a whole,
yeah,
him and Chuck, they were part of he was part of that big team when we won back-to-back championships, and during those championships, we shut the other team out.
I got you. And
Stephen Buren, as a rusher back then, he did things that you didn't see happen. So he was a great for the running game. He definitely was someone who the running game has built on his back.
Got you. I got you.
Like
so my last person I would have to do a split face, and I'm doing the cheat code.
You can't do that. You made me.
Last time I checked, ain't no.
No. Just hear me out. All right. I'll do this.
You can get an honorable mention like we did, but you ain't getting no
honorable mentions. So my 2 honorable mentions together, I would have to put Andy Reid and Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, you could put them as honorable mentions.
I put them in, and so player wise, I would have to put Jason Kelce.
See, it's not so easy when you're in the hot seat.
Yeah. So mine would be Shady,
Wilbur Montgomery, too,
Dawkins, Kelce, Foles.
I like it. I understand why people put Foles in it because he got the job done.
Yeah,
like,
I got it.
It's not just he got the job done. He was the backup and then carried us through the finish line. And then almost took us back again. Like, bro, Foles literally came in and people are like, oh, shit, we gone. And what happened?
Jimmy Johnson and Eddie Reed would be dope. Split face. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You got to make the rules. You know, you got to go out. You know, sometimes when you're coloring, you got to draw outside the line sometimes. You just got to brainstorm.
But you see why the Mount Rushmore is so hard.
It is.
Doing 4 is way harder than 5.
Bronx Rusty got no votes.
Yeah.
Hell no.
What about Jaw? Like, come on, don't make me do this.
No, man. I never liked Jaws, bro. I never liked him. Like, I just never liked. I wasn't a big Jaws fan. No.
I would put Vince Papale over Jaws just because he was a Philly dude who grinded.
Now we're just saying things we don't mean.
Yeah.
Damn!
But like, bro, what is Jaws known for besides being an Eagles quarterback?
His golf courses in Philly.
What the hell? Everybody getting on that 10, bro.
I know, right? Yo, what's good, Philly Sports Talk? What's good? Appreciate you tuning in.
Welcome to the Soup Boys nightcap.
As we got our nightcaps on us. The Rushmore is hard. Yeah, you're definitely right, Reek. Like that, it is hard.
It's so many that's been involved with the.
What is your honorable mentions though? Like if you would have went like a different way. Like Marcus is over here saying Vince Papale. I don't know how you put that on there.
Well, my honorable mentions would have been
Reese, but he's an announcer though.
He's the voice of Philly. He is the voice of Philly.
I can't count that as somebody putting blood, sweat, and tears into the game.
No, think about it. Those dudes do got to watch film. They have to know their stats in and out tendencies.
I was about to say Mike quick. I was going to say Mike quick.
Not just Philly, of the opposing teams as well, because when they are calling the game, think about it. Merrill Reese is doing radio.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So he's creating that picture.
I'm gonna say something. I might get mad. I like Reese. I love his voice, but he's not really good at calling play-by-play. Like he'll leave out things, and you'd be like, "What the hell? Like what happened? What happened in this moment?" He doesn't. I don't know. Like by play-by-play, you're supposed to go by play-by-play. Sometimes he misses out.
Yeah, but you got it. All right. So we're gonna preface this by two things. For one, Merrill, he's up there in age. So I will admit, Merrill Reese, his fastball has lost a couple miles to it.
Yeah.
So we'll say that. And then I will go ahead and
you're such a gentleman.
But it's true. But I mean, but the other part about it is he's also, it's like you did say, he also does have to go ahead and he's doing radio. So it's not just about the play. He's not fully concentrated on play by play. He does also.
He goes to exciting plays. I think he's real big on exciting plays.
Yeah, he's excited, and he has to go. But that's what he's there for. And then on top of that, he is giving you info on like things. And the thing is, you have to remember, like this guy has to walk a fine line because he has to be respectful, but also tell the truth. So like, no one's ever said a bad word about Merrill because he knows how to walk that line. Bobby Taylor, Troy Vincent, that's really good.
And then Vic, you telling me Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent over Eric Allen?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Do me like that.
Definitely not.
Don't do me like that.
That's why I get why Rico's talking about this Mount Rushmore. And honestly, it's based on whoever's given their 4 because it's going to be the interpretation to what it is. Because think about it. Vic, your Mount Rushmore is going to be a little bit different than all of ours because of probably one age and then what you grew up or how the Eagles, influenced your lifestyle. Like, yeah, Trotter's a good one as well, but he's technically a Redskin.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put Trotter in there.
And then
Trent Cole, that's a good one too. Trent Cole is a good one too.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yo, I didn't know he broke his neck when he played for the Colts.
I think that's what ended his career. That was the last team he was with.
Is not over Eric. I love Eric Allen. The problem is though, he went to the Saints, and then after the Saints, he left there and then went to the Raiders. And
then didn't we lose a DB that was actually good to suicide because of the CTE?
Who?
I can't remember, but I swear we had a DB having issues with concussion.
Was that in the time of the?
I think Eric Allen was on that roster during that time.
Because Eric Allen was drafted, 80, 83? 80, 84? Or 88. I'm sorry, 88, 89.
Hey, you want to hear something funny, though? And we'll end it on this.
Is it Andre Walters?
Mount Rushmore was constructed in 1927.
Andre Walters.
Go ahead, Rick.
Oh,
Mount Rushmore was created when?
Mount Rushmore was built in 1927.
He was on stuck mode. I didn't know what he was
and
going to
and at this point in the country, we had 30 presidents already. So imagine this beautiful mountain of presidents is being constructed, and you're the president. And you're like, yo,
why not up there? I ain't up there, B.
Why ain't y'all America? You don't fuck with me.
Nah, fool, you created prohibitions. You not coming out here.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Well, that zip ties the episode. I mean, this was an emergency podcast. This wasn't even Swoop Boys. It was
This
actually
wasn't even scheduled. I
yeah.
would
This
put
wasn't even scheduled.
DJ.
DJ can't get on the Mount Rushmore because he threw.
I'll put DJ
No.
over Carmichael because Carmichael, like I said, that's our generation. That's
I
what
would put DJ just because he allowed dudes my size now to play professional football. Because
It's
think
always got
about
to be personal with Marcus. It's always got to
no. Think about it. DJ was what, about 5'10", 5'11". He wasn't big, and he wasn't weight wise either.
No, he's like 160 pounds soaking wet.
Exactly. And then was out there killing people. Now what you look at? Look at Tyreek Hill. All these dudes, they what, 5'9", 5'10".
Right.
Bro, people my size now. We come out and burn now.
But do you think Deshaun Jackson's gonna end up in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
You think so?
He's the only receiver with the most, what is it? Catches
touchdowns over 50 yards.
Over 50 and 60.
Yeah.
And then think about it. D Jax was kind of like the blueprint now to all the speedy receivers coming in. Without D Jax, honestly, without D Jax, we don't have no Cheetah. We don't have Quez Watkins, like all these speedy receiver style. Think about it, because before D Jax, a lot of these wide receivers were Randy Moss, T.O., big catching over you possession style receivers. Now Randy did have Wills, Chris and them, but as well, now it's like, hey, I can get this, this young dude that's about 145, but he run a 4.12 40. I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up.
I think it's gonna have to be the perfect storm for him to get in. I don't think he's a first or a second balloter though. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time, and I think it's gonna take the right class for him to get in.
Yeah, I
would love for him to be in. I just don't think, and I agree with what you
said. Do you think? And if he did get in, do you think he goes in as an Eagle?
Yeah. Who else gonna go in
as? Yo, did you know T.O. went as an Eagle?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Dick Vermel's going in as an Eagle.
Yeah.
T.O.
Well,
like,
T.O. was
he played one season with us.
Yeah, still our best receiver of all time.
My man said, I'm going as an Eagle. I said, what?
I'm surprised nobody tried to put T.O. on their Mount Rushmore.
He only played one season for us.
What a season it was.
Oh, man, it was a season. Man, I'll never forget that first game.
The thing is, everyone remembers that season.
Oh, yeah, everybody remembers that season.
Everybody remember that season.
Everybody still remember the first play.
First of all, everybody remembers the first play. Everybody knows the first play, and everybody remembers in NFL or ESPN 2K when he was on the cover. And remember that commercial? He's eating cereal. Hello, this is T.O. I was like, yo, we lit, son. We lit, son.
He knew he had a good feeling.
I think
still off season. We're still the Phillies are the only good thing happening right now. Next week, I think we're going to try to roll out the Jersey Analytics episode. That'll be a lot of fun because you guys apparently love us with the off-season talk. So.
I can't wait to the in season when we get down, man. I can't wait for that.
Well, yeah, it's going to be fun during in season.
That's going to be fun.
Shoot, I already finished my top 32 QBs, and then what I did as well was I started looking at games from last season just to see the tendencies of Sirianni, or was it Shane's, whatever the hell his name is, Steichen, and then Gannon, just so I can kind of see like what the new additions we have, how they can be used, or how they probably might alter the offense a little bit. So I'm gonna start putting some notes together and kind of get myself a little hyped up. Off topic, is KD coming to Philly?
He's not.
Nope.
You missed the rant, so you're gonna have to watch the episode back, Vic.
He went off, Vic.
All right, man. Hey, peace, hair grease, much love.
Yes, sir. Any last words? Y'all good?
Here they come.
It's beautiful and it's velvet.
And he also has a buckle. We call him Santa Claus do-rags. Call him do-rags. Call him Santa do-rag. We got one more comment. I would definitely do that. I appreciate you, Vic. Thank you so much, bro.
Like, subscribe, and share.
once the season starts going on, we definitely gonna have you on the pod, bro. Because that's my man. Vic is a good dude. Vic and AK, my guys, man. So, yeah. We'll be back on next Tuesday. Or no, Wednesday. I apologize for that. We'll be back on next Wednesday. The whole crew. And we out. Fly, Eagles, fly.